The sun rose, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. Rusty, a scruffy mix of indeterminate origin, stirred from his sleep. He had spent the night curled up beneath a parked car, seeking shelter from the cool night air of Muscat. His stomach rumbled, a familiar pang that marked the start of another day. Life on the streets was a constant struggle for survival. He had no loving owner, no warm bed, only the harsh realities of the concrete jungle. But Rusty was a survivor. He had to be. Rusty knew the city like the back of his paw. He knew where to find scraps of food discarded by restaurants. He knew which shopkeepers occasionally left out a bowl of water. And he knew the alleys and hidden corners where he could disappear from sight if danger threatened. Today, like every day, he would rely on his wits and instincts to navigate the challenges that lay ahead. Finding food was always the most pressing concern. Rusty scavenged through overflowing bins, hoping for a discarded meal or a forgotten snack. Sometimes he was lucky, finding enough to quiet the gnawing hunger. Other times he went to sleep with his stomach aching, his ribs a testament to the scarcity he faced. Shelter was another constant worry. The scorching midday sun could be brutal, baking the pavement and leaving Rusty panting for breath. He sought refuge under parked cars, in the shade of buildings, anywhere he could find a moment's respite from the heat. The nights brought a different kind of chill. The air cooled, and Rusty would shiver, longing for the warmth of a loving embrace that he had never known. Rusty's days were a tapestry woven with encounters with humans. Some were kind, offering him scraps of food or a gentle pat on the head. These small acts of compassion, though fleeting, warmed him like the morning sun. They reminded him that not all humans were indifferent to his plight. But not all encounters were so pleasant. Some people shooed him away, their faces contorted with fear or disgust. Others yelled at him, threatening him with sticks or stones. Their cruelty stung, a stark reminder of the harsh realities of his existence. He learned to be wary, to approach humans with caution, his tail tucked between his legs. Despite the challenges, Rusty clung to life with a tenacity that was both heartbreaking and inspiring. He had an indomitable spirit, a will to survive that burned brightly within him. Perhaps it was this spirit, this sheer determination to live, that had kept him going day after day, month after month. He had witnessed countless other street dogs succumb to the hardships of their existence. He had seen them grow weak and frail, their bodies failing under the relentless pressure of survival. But Rusty refused to give up. He would not let himself become another statistic, another forgotten soul swallowed by the city. There were moments, scattered like precious jewels amidst the hardship, that gave Rusty hope. A group of children, their faces alight with joy, sharing their snacks with him. An old woman, her eyes filled with compassion, offering him a bowl of rice and milk. These acts of kindness, however small, were like beacons of light in the darkness. They reminded Rusty that even in this unforgiving concrete jungle, compassion existed. They fueled his spirit, giving him the strength to face another day. Section 6. Through a Dog's Eyes. The world looked different from Rusty's perspective. The cacophony of the city, the honking cars, the shouting vendors, all merged into a symphony of sound that he had learned to navigate. His senses, sharper than any human's, picked up on the smallest details. He could smell the faintest whiff of food from afar. He could hear the approaching footsteps of a familiar friend or a potential threat. Every day was a sensory overload, a barrage of sights, sounds, and smells that he had to process and interpret in order to survive. Section 7. A Human's Perspective. To many in the city, Rusty was just another stray dog, a nuisance to be ignored or shooed away. They didn't see the intelligence in his eyes, the resilience in his gait, the gentle soul that beat beneath his scruffy exterior. They saw only a problem, a symbol of the city's stray animal population. Some, however, saw things differently. They saw Rusty's struggle, his quiet dignity in the face of adversity. They recognized that he, like all creatures, deserved kindness and compassion. They understood that street dogs were not simply a problem to be solved, but living beings worthy of respect and care. Section 8. Bridging the Divide. The relationship between humans and street dogs was a complex one, fraught with misunderstanding and mistrust. For many dogs, humans represented both the source of their hardship and the possibility of salvation. For many humans, street dogs were a source of fear or annoyance, their presence an unwelcome reminder of the city's challenges. Yet there were those who sought to bridge this divide, to foster a sense of understanding and compassion between humans and animals. They worked tirelessly to improve the lives of street dogs, providing food, shelter, and medical care. They understood that every life, human or animal, had value, and that even the smallest act of kindness could make a world of difference. Section 9. A Hopeful Tomorrow. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the city, Rusty found himself drawn to a familiar spot. It was a small park, an oasis of green amidst the concrete jungle. Children played, their laughter echoing through the air, and families relaxed on benches, enjoying the cool evening breeze. He watched them from a distance, his tail wagging gently. He dared to dream of a day when street dogs would no longer be seen as a problem, but as part of the fabric of the city. A day when compassion and understanding would replace fear and indifference. A day when every dog, no matter its circumstances, would know the warmth of a kind hand and the security of a loving home.